It's about 6:15 p.m. here in Almancil, Quinta de Lagos to be precise, in Portugal, and I'm about to head back home from work. I'm going to be riding about 14 kilometers across Almancil down to Faro on this Xiaomi 4 Lite scooter. Xiaomi. So let's see how it goes. I'll be riding across the main road. I'm trying to see how well the scooter can go on the road. So let's see. I'm just going to attach it. I'm using my phone as a camera. I'm going to attach it to my back strap. So just going to hope that the video is going to be clear and that. So I'm going to hope that the video is not going to be too shaky and that it will be clear enough. So I'm going to be following this cycle path. And yeah, let's go. So wherever I see a cycle path, I will be following it. For places where there are no cycle paths, that means I will have to ride on the main road. I did a video this morning on my way to work as well, but unfortunately the video didn't save. I don't know, for whatever reason I probably forgot to click on the record button. I thought I did, but it turned out I didn't. So when I got to my destination, I discovered that I had recorded absolutely nothing. So I'm hoping that such mistake does not repeat itself this time around. So there was something I was going to ask, and that's the fact that does traffic rules apply to scooters? Because to me it seems like it doesn't apply to bicycles, and naturally I think bicycles and scooters should be categorized as the same, should be in the same category basically. And the reason for this question is because we are going to get seats as I go, though. I believe it will happen again because it happens almost every day. Whenever there's a traffic sign, bicycles usually do not stop. Whenever there's a red light on the traffic indicator, that means that cars and other vehicles should stop. I've noticed that bicycles do not stop. They just continue on their way. And it doesn't look like they are committing any offense whatsoever because it's a bicycle. So my question now is, does that same rule apply to scooters? Because I've heard someone mention it, but I just want to be sure because especially in Europe here, you need to be very careful. Before you know it, you're going to be told that you've committed an offense or something like that. So I just want to be sure if there's anyone that has an idea, please. I'm willing to learn, I'm open to learning, and I would really appreciate whatever knowledge you have about any laws that might be in place. Please share it. I would really, really appreciate it. So let me just say it there that riding on scooter is an entirely different ball game compared to riding a bicycle or driving a motorcycle. And the reason being that on the scooter you are more prone to how will I put it, the dangers on the road. And the truth is the chances of getting injured is higher if you have an accident, because you are not protected by anything and you are not sitting down, you are standing. So it means if you overspeed and there's anything that makes you go to the ground, there's anything that causes an accident or makes you lose your grip on the handlebars, you're most likely going to end up on the ground and you most likely get injured. So let me just put it out there that if you are considering buying a scooter, or if you already own a scooter, please ride carefully. This particular Xiaomi scooter that I'm using, the maximum speed it can go is 25 km/h. But most times I don't go beyond 22. And the reason being that I've noticed that on that 25, sometimes, especially when the road is flat or a bit slopey, it goes beyond that 25. Especially when the road is slopey, let me put it that way. When the road is slopey, it goes beyond that 25. Most times I've noticed it go beyond 35 before. So you need to be very careful. Hey, those are my colleagues from work. I don't know if you could see them. They used to see me on bicycle before, so when I got the scooter, a lot of them were very happy. They congratulated me because it means less stress and all that. So I guess that's what they were trying to greet me for. Well, today's job is done. I'm exhausted, but I know I'll be refreshed once I get home and I eat and rest. Go again tomorrow. So let me just put it out there again that if you ever feel like there's something you cannot do in life, like you are scared of doing something, you want to do it but you are scared of doing it. That's a Nizam Micra. For my Ibadan people, we're in the mini Ibadan and Abeokuta. Micra lele ní Europe ṣẹ́ẹ̀rì Micra lele ní Europe nígbà Micra ṣe ti rí báyìí ìbò rọ̀yà yín o kò sí mọ́tò tó lè wá o àwọn la máa ń wò pé this car is too small for me how can they see me riding in that Micra? That person riding in that Micra might be a millionaire. That's the funny thing about these people. So that aside, back to what I was saying. If you ever feel like there's something you want to do in life and you really would love to do it, please go for it. Especially if it's something that is going to make you happy, please go for it. Personally, I've always loved the idea of riding a bicycle. It was something I wish I did when I was younger, but unfortunately I couldn't learn it when I was younger because of several reasons. It just happened that I couldn't learn it. And I've always wished I could learn it at some point in life, but situations never warranted I learned it. But fortunately for me, when I got here, the very first job I got was about 10 or 12 kilometers away from where I stayed. So I needed to find a means of transportation. I could have done bus card, but the sad part is buses do not get to that particular destination. The last bus station is about 40 minutes walk away from that location. So it means even if I take a bus, I'll still have to walk 40 minutes to walk. So I had a decision to make. And that decision was very simple. I need to get my own personal means of transportation. So I spoke with a friend and he sourced around for me and eventually we got a bicycle. We borrowed the bicycle, yeah, we didn't buy it. We borrowed the bicycle from a friend of his and he taught me how to ride. spent a couple of hours at night because I was going to resume work. Okay, no. Yeah, I remember clearly. The first 3 days, I resumed work on the Wednesday. The first 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I worked. I had to work. You can imagine how crazy that is. Walking about 12 kilometers to work and 12 kilometers back. That's 24 kilometers for 3 days. My legs were sore, I was tired, but giving up was never an option because, guy, I prayed for this job, man. No, I prayed for this job. Getting a job in this country is extremely hard, so you can't expect that I'll get one and then I will allow transportation hinder me from doing it. That's absolutely not an option. So I told myself, whatever it takes, I need to learn how to ride this bicycle. Well, after several trials that night, very successful. I couldn't learn it. It was a Sunday night.